This runs with safety. Okay, safety needs to be on there with the F's, but it doesn't start with an F. He asked, when the ball's hitting the net and it's rolling around on the court, what do you do? Whoever hit the ball in the net, it is their responsibility to clear it and get off the court. So move the ball. If you hit the ball in the net, you got to clear it, get off the court for the next person. Okay, that's one thing that we don't stress enough is hitting the ball over the net. Okay, I can't remember what year was it, but I believe the Bryan brothers, when they won the French Open, only hit maybe one ball in the net the entire match in the final. Okay, the first obstacle in tennis is the net. If you can't clear the net, you can't hit the ball wide. If you can't clear the net, you can't hit the ball long. And if you can't clear the net, you can't give your opponent a chance. Okay, so we've got to make sure, number one, that ball gets over the net. So the next one is touch the net. Let me have two at the net here. Let me have two at the net here. And let me have two on that net post over there on that side. Oh, you're doing a great job. Keep staying.
Oh, of course.
Two at the net. So go ahead and touch the net with your rackets. Okay. So this drill, and let me have you one on one side of the net, one on the other. So this is going to be your team. Okay. Whoever makes the air is going to come out. So if Dan makes the air, you're going to slide over. Dan's going to go on the other side, and you're going to come into the spot. Okay? We have too many kids to have them set outside for longer than just a couple of points. Okay? Very often we're going to have multiple kids on the court, 6, 8, 10, and we don't have the luxury of having enough assistant coaches to be able to handle that. My team last year, 17 kids, myself, one assistant on 2 courts. Okay, our girls team ended up.
Coach, I coach, and you brought another assistant. Very cheap.
We're gonna have this year. We're gonna have 3 assistant coaches. I've got 2 of my kids that graduated last year that liked what I was doing with the team, and they're coming back. They're actually go to FGCU. They're both on the TOC, the tennis on campus. They knew they weren't going to be able to play varsity tennis at the Division I level, but they wanted the Division I experience. So they're playing tennis on campus. That's another thing. If you have any juniors or seniors, their tennis career is not over when they graduate and when districts are over. Okay, they can continue playing. There's tennis on campus. There's USTA adult leagues. There's USTA flex leagues. Just contact your local league coordinator, and they'll be more than happy to set you up. This 18 to 40 range is the lowest populated in all of USTA leagues, not just in Florida, but all across the country. So the more kids we can get playing in the local leagues when they're adults, the more tennis is going to grow. But it all starts here in high school tennis because this is going to be the first piece of exposure that kids are going to get to tennis. Okay, so this is the drill. This is called touch the net. So rackets on the net. I'm going to feed the ball. We're just going to go 3 or 2 in at a time. So you guys are going to be rotating in. Okay, so we're going to go. We're going to put the ball over Dan's head. Dan, you've got time. You're going to run back and get it. Okay, so Dan's out. You're going to slide over. You're going to come in here. Ball's going to go up. Run back and get it. Rotate. You're out. Stay in. Touch the net. After every point, touch the net. Here we go. This side. Oh, it's a short one. Oh, she got it.
Sure.
Back it up. Oh, it's good. You lost a point. What is going on? Here we go. Next one. Rotate.
Pop.
All right. Rotate over. Touch the net. And here we go. I got you. Switch. That's out. Now, this drill, we're only doing this for a short time, not as long as what we did go game. This drill works on the big question is, when I get lobbed, what do I do? Well, I'm lobbing you. Okay, this is another match play situation. Okay, we're doing this double style because we can get more people on the court. I can control more. I can get 8 people over here. Okay, if I had 8, instead of having 2 rotate in, I rotate both teams, both players. That way you can have your number 1, your number 2, your number 3, your number 4 go at one time. You can have your 5, 6, 7, and 8 go at one time. Okay, and even out the numbers like that. Go ahead, put your ladder, give your team a ladder. And then put the players against each other. Have the 1s play against the 2 and 3. Have the 4s play against the 3 and the 1 and mix it up like that. Another thing too is you can do all these drills, even though I'm using yellow. You can do all these drills with the colored balls. I highly recommend doing these drills with orange ball, especially when you have lower skilled players on the court, because it slows it down a little bit. Okay, the next one is going to be rush the net. So let me just get 4 for this one. Let me get 2 on the baseline, 2 on the baseline. Okay, who remembers the old way to score in volleyball, where you had to actually serve to get a point? Okay, for this drill, you have to be at the net to start the point to win a point. So if you're on the baseline, you have to win that point to get to the net. So whoever wins this first point is going to come to the net. I'm going to feed the ball to whoever's on the baseline, the challenger. If they win that point, they stay at the net. Okay, any questions on that? No, here we go. First ball. Oh, good try. So you guys are going to be on the baseline. You guys are going to be at the net. We're going to 0-0. All right, 1-0. That's good. 2-0. 3-0. That's good. Now you guys are back. Back. Come on up. Oh, I'm sorry. I used the ball to the wrong person. Play it out. It's out. 3-1. All right, you guys are back. You guys are up. Here's that ball. We're at 3-1. 4-1. 5-1. Go. Up. Here's that beat. 5-2. It's out. 5-3. Oh, you guys are back. You guys are up. 5-3. Good shot. Come on up. Go back. Oh no! You need to get his moisturizer. Here we go. All right. So that's gonna be rush the net. Okay. The reason why you guys want to rush the net over here is if you win that point, you want to go on the offensive. Because if you're lollygagging, if you're being lackadaisical in your approach, then they're gonna get the feed. They're gonna put the ball in the service line where your feet are. Okay. So this teaches us how to defend and how to attack, because that's what the majority of tennis is playing offense and playing defense. The next drill. Oh, this is a good one. Desperate housewives. Okay, so let me have, you two are going to stay over there. Okay. Let me have everyone over here on this side. So let me have one person on the single sideline with their racket on the net, and let me on this side. Let me have the other person on the double sideline with their racket on the net. Right there. I need more players. Go ahead and join in. You guys are going to be in a line right here. Okay? Now, this is important. I've only been coaching tennis for about 15, 17 years. Okay? Tennis was being played for a very long time. I didn't make up a lot of these drills. Okay, a lot of this stuff you can find online. You can go to different websites. And as a high school coach, please talk to your AD. The USPTA has started a program with great help from John Denise for $100 for the entire school. You can get access to tennisresources.net. You can get access to USPTA education. And there's a lot of great information on there. You spend 10, 15 minutes on the website, and you may come up with 10 more drills for your team to do, keeping practices fresh.
Assistant coaches in middle school.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Said assistant coaches, if available, the school takes it out, their assistant coaches can use it too.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
we have it for middle
So
school.
it's $99 for the entire school, not per person, which is fantastic. However, there's no liability with it, but that should be covered with your school practices already. And it's just a lot of great resources. So say you have a boys coach, girls coach, and 2 assistants. That's $25 each person of that breakdown. Now, a portion of that $99, if you're here in Florida, it will go towards the FHSTCA. Yeah. It's alphabet soup with tennis. So let me have you guys on the baseline. This is going to be Desperate Housewives. This is a cardio drill. Is anyone here familiar with cardio tennis?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I am a licensed cardio tennis provider. Okay? If you get the opportunity, this is another education thing. If you get the opportunity, especially here in Florida with Michelle Krause, who's the lead national, she's the tennis or cardio tennis guru. She travels all around the world teaching cardio tennis. Now, if you get the opportunity to go to one of their workshops, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You will see some of this stuff in there, but it's a good way to provide a lot more resources to your teams and to your players. So what we're going to do, this is called Desperate Housewives. Whoever's on the single sideline is going to get the ball that I feed. You're going to trail in behind her, and you're going to play however you need to play to win the point. As soon as you win the point, you come over, you take their spot. If you lose the point, you run all the way back, touch the fence, and get back in line. Okay? If we were actually doing cardio tennis, we would be using the orange balls, and you guys waiting in line would be doing cardio blasts. Okay? You guys ready? Here we go. It's out. Come on over. 3, 2, 1, and go in. Go in with her. Go in with her. Oh, good try. Run all the way back and touch the net. Next person up here. Next team up. Next team up. If we have an odd number, you're not going to have the same partner. Oh, you've got time. Oh, good try. All the way back to the fence. Next person up. Took it out of the air. Oh, come on over. Come on over. I need 2 up here at the net. Next up, all the way back to the net. Here we go. Oh, good. Oh, good shot all the way back. Next 2 up. Oh, you've got it. Run to it. Next up, here we go. We're all the way back to the net. Oh, that was a bad feed. Oh, lost the ball. Here we go. Ready? That's out. Okay, so that's just a sample of Desperate Housewives. It teaches you, you hit the ball. Yeah? How often, if you were playing, you let that thing go? Okay? You have time. Especially the higher you put the ball, the more time you have to get to it. Okay? If you're on, has anyone ever gone down to the Miami Open and seen the players there? If you've ever seen Nadal, one thing that he's always, his forehand, blah, 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 blah. One thing that makes him one of the best players in the world is how much he's willing to play defense and put the ball 40 feet in the air. Okay? When you add that height to the ball, you give yourself plenty of time to take a breath, to recover, and get back into play the point. Okay? The biggest thing, especially with high school boys, is high school boys, they can do crap out of the ball, can't they? They think so, right? Well, you get pulled off the court, you've got both feet on the other side of the doubles alley, you hit the ball 70, 80 miles an hour, I don't care how fast you are, I hit this shot, I win the point. Okay? You've got to be able to teach them a little bit about time, what they have time for, what they don't have time for. And that's another one of the fundamental things that these drills do. And that's where you can go into the focus part of the 6 F's, is keep on reminding them through the drill. If this is our focus of, hey, we need to get back, we need to play more defense, we need to get more time, we'll keep that into mention. Reward them, say, hey, great shot, great net clearance there. Okay? Don't be afraid to go, hey, you lost the point because you hit out of it. You hit the ball too hard. Okay? There is such thing as hitting the ball too hard for the time and positioning that you are in the court. Let's see here. Rotating doubles. Am I good on time so far? So I got, what, about 20?
You weren't supposed to start till 10:30.
But you got plenty of time.
So I got plenty of time. Fantastic. So let me get a player on the baseline there, player in the net here, a player on the baseline there, a player in net there, someone on the net here, and someone back with me in the back corner. Okay, I call this rotating doubles. So someone on that net post. And you can do this with multiple players. So while you're here, Dan's gonna serve. Okay? Just one serve. One serve. What's that practicing? Second serves. Second serves. If you can't get a second serve in, you can't get the point started. I'd love to play you. I mean, if you can't get your second serve in and you don't put pressure on them to get that second serve in, then when we get to a match and it's 8-7 and a tiebreaker and they're serving, oh my, it's going to be 10-7 real quick on the wrong side. Okay, so we're going to get one serve. So Dan, go ahead and get one ball there. If you guys are going to play, go ahead and get one ball and wait. Now this is, like I said, fun and fast. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of a challenge. So after this point's over, we're all going to rotate spots clockwise. So you're going to go from to be the server to playing the net, to the net post, to the returner, to here, and then back over here in line to serve. Okay? Here's the goal. After the point's over, you don't have to wait for the returner to be ready. If you can get into a motion and go ahead and hit that second serve, and they're not ready for it, you win the point, you ace them. What you can do is you can keep track of your aces. One thing that I purchased that I highly recommend everyone else do, it's very cheap, you can get it at Publix, is a pack of clothespins. Keep a pack of clothespins on the cart. They hit an ace, they get a clothespin. The person with the most clothespins at the end of the drill, I don't know, doesn't have to pick up balls. Something that they don't like to do, they don't have to do it, and everyone else does. Maybe it's at the end of practice when you do conditioning. Oh, you can sit out the suicide because you won the serve drill. Reward them. Put the prize on it. You guys ready? Yeah, you ready? Go ahead. Let's go. All right, rotate. So you're going to go net. You're going to come in. Go ahead and serve. All right, it's out. Rotate. Oh, you got her, but not over the net. Got to clear the net. You're going to play the net now. Oh, it's long. Rotate. We got to get the ball over the net. Oh, you had the ace! You had the ace!
It's out.
Little long. After you serve, play the net.
Whoever was over there.
Oh, it's out. Open court. Go to the net post. All right, so let's go ahead and stop here. We got our rotations mixed up. So let's go ahead and start again. Let's get in our positions. Net post, returner, returner's partner, net over here, and server. Almost. Rotate. Oh, just wide. Rotate. Now, as a coach, once these guys get the hang of it, I can be back here by the basket, and I can individually, one-on-one with my players, talk to them like this. Okay. Now, I'm not yelling at him across the court, and I've got a little bit more individuality with the instruction. What's something else that these guys aren't doing? Besides getting a serve in.
I'm not following your service plan.
Depending on the strategy, what I'm looking for is they're not waiting. They're not sitting around and waiting for the next one. They're constantly doing something. Okay? They're not bored. They have a focus. We've done this drill for now like 2 minutes or something like that. And they're not waiting for the next ball. They're constantly moving around, and they're going to be focused on, okay, I got to get that second serve in. Okay? Let's go ahead and get these balls picked up real quick in the net. Doubles. Oh, this next one's good. So we've done a lot of doubles. So let's go do a singles one. This is actually me doubles as well. But let me get, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyone else? 7. Let me get 4 players over there, 3 players over there. Okay, so guys, this is going to be a singles drill. So obviously the doubles alleys are out. Just want to remind you guys of that because we've done doubles drills only this morning. One line in the back here. One line. So one person's going to be up at a time. One person's going to be up at a time. Go ahead and back up a little bit. After their point is over, they are playing one complete singles point. The next person in line rotates in. Okay? After the point, if you win the point, you stay over here. If you win the point, you come over here and take her over there. Okay? Once we get this rolling, there's not going to be downtime. Okay? There's not going to be downtime once we get this thing rolling. You guys ready? So here we go. Ball in. Oh, little slice. You got it. Next in. So this is where I'm controlling the pace of this. That's out. Here we go. Next ball in. That's out. Come on over. You're a champion. That was fun. Come on over. Here we go. Come on over. Oh, you're off. You're on the other side. Okay. It's out. Come on over. You lost the point, so you're on the other side. Yeah. Here we go. Switch. Come on over.
That was good. I thought I was going to hit you. Sorry.
That's wide. Good hand. Stan, move that ball real quick, please. Thank you. Here we go. Oh, just long. Come on over. Take your spot. Come on over. Good shot. All right, guys, that's top on. Okay, once we got going, how much time did you have to rest? You got just a little bit, especially if you're on the champion side. There's only 3 over there. So you got a little extra second to breathe if you didn't have to go anywhere, if you're already over here and won the point. Okay? Fun, fast, fundamentals. Think we work on singles points. We got 7 players here playing singles on the court. So if you have court restrictions and say you have 14 players playing, well, 7 on one side, 7 on the other. If you have vast differences of levels, go ahead and pull out the orange balls, pull out the other color balls, and you can do this game just as well. 4 corners. We'll do this one with 5. Let me get 2 on the baseline, 2 on the baseline, 1 at the net. Okay, so 4 corners. Where's their locations here? On the 4 corners. It's funny how drills turn out to be like that. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to have a standard doubles point. Okay, if you win the point, or whoever makes the air, you're going to rotate in 4. Okay, you guys ready?
Oh,
That's good. So whoever lost the point, go over to that net post. Slide over. Here we go. Ball in. That's good. Slide on over here. Go on this side. Oh, come on out. Slide over here. 4 corners. Start on the baseline. Oh, let that ball bounce. Here, switch over. Switch over. All right. It's out. Slide on over there. Or, I'm sorry, you missed the point. Here we go. It's up. So if you guys notice on this drill, I'm feeding the ball to the player that was the partner that made the air's partner, or the player who made the air's partner. Okay, that way the player has time to run into that spot, and they're looking for the ball already. So they have from the time I feed the ball to that player hits. These guys are engaged because they're now looking at him to get to the ball, and I'm not waiting for the other player. If the other player's late getting there, guess what? They're going to be out again. And they're going to keep on getting out until they learn you better bust it over to that corner, because if you can't hit the ball, if you can't move to hit the ball, you're not going to be able to hit the ball anyway. Okay? The next drill we have, Dingles. Who here's heard of Dingles before? Okay? So what you're going to do is, I'm going to give you a ball. I'm going to give you a ball. You guys are going to do a cross-court rally here. As soon as one ball is hit out in the net, made the air, these guys are going to yell out Dingles. That one ball left becomes active for the entire court. Okay? You can do this with score. You can play up the river, down the river. Say you have 3 courts and 12 players. You can play these cross-court rallies. Everyone's engaged. Everyone's playing. After a certain amount of time, or say first one gets to 7, yell out, switch, rotate, whatever. Whoever won the total amount of Dingles points will move up. Whoever lost will move down. Okay? All sorts of things you can do to have, 12 players. You can mix the boys and girls together. Because I'm sure at some of your schools, there's girls that are better than some of the boys, and boys that are some better than some of the girls, and there's going to be mixed levels interlined. So why not go ahead and while we have these co-ed practices, go ahead and mix up the boys and girls together as far as and base it on ability level instead of base it on sex or gender of the player. I guess gender would be a better word nowadays. So, you guys got a ball? Go ahead and put it in.
Dingles.
All right, so you guys won the point. So now you get a ball and go ahead and feed another one. So you guys are up 1-0. The skill here they're working on is cross-court rallies,
Dingles.
Dingles.
focus, being aware of the surroundings.
He's into it.
Dingle.
Okay, now in the case of Dingles, 2 balls are hit out simultaneously. It's what we call a double dingle. Okay? That's essentially a let. I don't make up these names. I played these games when I was in high school and juniors. So if 2 balls are hit out at the same time, double dingle, replay the point. Okay? That's Dingles. Anyone have any questions on Dingles? Oh, the more funky the name is, the more the kids love it too. Dingles. Next one's going to be triples. Let me have 2 on the baseline. One more thing going back to Dingles. Say I have more players than 4 per court. What I can do, whoever makes the error can rotate in. With whoever's sitting at the net post can go ahead and rotate in. Okay? Generally the points are going to last for more than 10 to 15 seconds. Okay? Sometimes they get up to 20 seconds. Not very often though. Okay? At those times, that gives the player just enough time to catch their breath. So if I go ahead and I say I have 13 players, top court I'll have 4. Middle court I'll have 4. Bottom court I'll have 5. The reason why I want to have the bottom court having 5 is generally they're probably not as good of shape, and they need that little extra time off the court to catch their breath if we're going to keep the pace of intensity up. Okay? You guys doing okay so far? Okay. The next one here is going to be triples. So let me have 2 on the baseline, 1 at the net, 2 at the baseline, 1 at the net. Okay.
Just hit it off. She can't see.
Thank you.
There is, if you go on Google, that's another thing too. Is my mom, I love her. She may be one of the smartest people I know. She calls me all the time for the stupidest stuff. My mom's a math professor in Indiana. Okay, this is why she may be one of the smartest people I know. She asked me this question. I go, Mom, you're in education. Google it. Get your answer. Get your resource right there on the internet. So go on Google, type in triples tennis drills. There's a variety of ways that you can play triples. I'm just going to show you one here. So let me have 1 on the baseline, or 2 on the baseline, 1 at the net. So after each point, you're going to rotate. You guys are going to rotate clockwise. You guys are going to rotate counterclockwise. You're gonna follow the guy in the yellow shirt. Is that easy? Okay. You're gonna follow the girl. I'm sure you're used to that.
I'm not a match.
Okay. Here we go. So we're gonna play it out. Play out the point. Everyone's in play. Oh, cover it now. Rotate. Rotate. I'm feeding the ball as they rotate, so they stay engaged with the drill. Oh, good hands. Rotate, rotate. Oh, Oh, he was going after him.
That's gonna eat.
Going after him. Oh, play it again. Do it again. Do it again. That was on my.
Ow.
Oh, don't do that one again. Here we go. Rotate. Rotate. Everyone rotate. Now, when you do this, everyone rotates spots. Every point, you're getting a. The net persons aren't being a bump on the log. They're engaged with the point because anything can happen. Oh, good spin. Good spin. I'm going to turn on ESPN later. Too bad it's the radio network. That's out. Rotate again. All right. So a lot of you guys, I was feeding to your backhand.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, say we want to do forehands. Well, I'm going to feed over to this side. Say we do this for, I don't know, whoever wins the first to 5, first to 7, however it's going to go. If you're using the orange ball, this is another one that I highly recommend orange balls for. Just because you've got this guy at the net and this guy at the net, and especially if you're dealing with the lower skill, you definitely want to use that lower compression because this person gets an overhead here. This person's at the net like this, like I'm ready. There's no being ready for that. There's no being ready for that. So you guys ready? Here's going to go to your forehand. That's out. Rotate. Feed to your forehand.
Coming to you.
Oh, I can't fit.
Oh,
Lisa Warren. Found it.
here we go.
Found that motion.
Lisa Warren.
Oh, just wide, just wide.
Oh, jeez. Son.
What are you doing right an inch from the net?
See, that's why we use the orange balls. Right there. Good job. All right, guys, give him a hand for that drill.
You're almost lost your voice.
Okay. Guys, fantastic. Let me get 3 on the baseline over there. Let me get 3 on the baseline over here. Everyone's still in play. This next drill is called Terminator.
I was like, what are you doing that close?
You guys still good?
Yeah.
I know we've been going for a little bit without any water, but
Good workout.
we're still good? Okay, good. This next one's called Terminator. I'm going to feed the ball in. We're going to play out the point. I recommend if it's a short ball, you go ahead and come in on it. If you win that point, then you're going to get a volley. Then that's how it's going to get a volley. If you win that point, or actually, yeah, you win that point, then you'll get another volley, and then you guys are going to switch sides. Okay? If you have multiple teams, another way you can play it is if the team that's being fed to, the challengers, if they win 2 out of the 3 points, guess what? They're taking their spot. Next group ends, they've got to come over and run in. Okay, there's all sorts of rotations you can do. Don't be afraid to try something new on your court. If it doesn't work out in like a couple minutes and you don't have a good feeling about it, switch to something else. Maybe go back, work on it a little bit more, think about the drill and how you can make it better to adapt to your team. But if it's not working out, go ahead and switch up to the next drill. So here we're going to play the first point. We got a volley in the middle. Come on up. Join the party. Over.
Nice.
Good. Next point. Dan, stay up here. Guys, stay up. Volley. Okay. Now, guys are going to come over. You guys are going to head over on the other side. As you rotate, go ahead and switch positions. That way the person in the middle isn't always in the middle, and we get to rotate who's getting a fed ball. Volley.
I got it.
Go next point. Volley. Oh, that was his. Oh, well. Missed it. Rotate. Switch sides. 3 points. Go. Rotate spots. Ball in. You.
Out.
Out. Second point. You ready? Next one. Volley. Go. Come on up. Let her have it.
Okay.
Let her have it. I know you're ready. There. Try it again. It's good. Switch sides. Go. Okay. So that's Terminator. Okay. What I like to do is after I do a lot of these drills, I like to go ahead and hit serves. I like to hit serves at the end of practice when we're dead tired and we don't have any legs. Because like I equate volleys to layups, I equate serving to shooting free throws. And if you guys know anything about basketball practice, and I've had my fair share being in Indiana, you always run sprints at the end of practice, and then you shoot free throws. Okay? Because you have to make your free throws. Contact Mama Mendelson on that. Okay, you have to make your free throws. You have to make your serves. So this next one's going to be called Bedlam. If you're a player, if you've got a racket, get on the court. If you're a racket and you're a player, get on the court. This is a good cool down drill.
There you go.
That explains Bedlam.
This seems very, very.
This looks like a
Okay.
How are you actually Babylon?
So even the numbers here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, or maybe 3, 3.5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close enough. Okay, you guys are gonna spread out on the court. Now, for guys like these two, I'm gonna tell you something. We have to hit the underside part of the ball. Continental grips, underspin only, no top spin, no spikes, no overheads, nice and easy under the ball.
Wait, that's just those two.
Everyone.
Okay.
But emphasis on those two. Especially after what happened in triples. Especially those two. Now, after you hit the ball, you're going to run back and touch the net. Or touch the fence. I'm sorry. Touch the fence. Now, it is your job, being teammates, because you guys are on a team. It's your job as teammates to fill in the holes, to fill in the spots. If these guys hit the ball to this side of the court only, and they're busy going back and touching the fence, guess what? You guys on this side have to come in and fill in the gaps. Okay? Any questions? No? Okay. Here we go. We're going to put the first ball in the play. Touch the fence.
You gotta go touch the fence.
Touch the fence. Oh, unlucky. Here we go.
That's you.
Touch the fence. Next up, go after you hit the ball. Touch the fence.
Touch the fence.
Touch the fence after each ball hit.
That's why I smoked that. Up.
Touch the fence after each one. Touch the fence.
Behind you. Go ahead, move up. I got you.
Touch the fence.
What are you doing?
Oh, here we go. Next ball in. Here we go. Touch the fence. Touch the fence. Touch the fence. No, you lost the point. You touched the ball twice without touching the fence. I got you on that one. I saw you camping out on the net. Here we go. We'll play it again. Ball in. Touch the fence. Here we go. Here we go. Ball in. Oh, turn. Oh, you got him. That's why we were first. The ball. Nice and easy, so we get some trajectory there. So we get some net clearance. Go ahead. Touch the fence.
Go touch the fence.
Touch the fence. Here we go.
Whoa. touch, go fence, fence, fence,
Yeah,
fence, fence, fence.
All right, good job, guys. Guys, everyone give a round of applause for these guys playing Devil. Good job. That's another thing, too, is
Would that be a better one?
I will have... Red ball would be a good one for that one, too. Red and orange ball. Guys, for that drill, very often I don't have to tell the players to go touch the fence because I'll have the players tell them for me to go touch the fence because they want to see their buddy that just hit the ball go run.
That's what I did.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for allowing me to speak today on tennis drills. I hope everyone got something out of it today. After the presentation, if you guys want any of my contact information, I may be one of the most accessible people to get a hold of in the entire world because if you guys are familiar with social media, I control the social media sites for the USPTA districts, the USPTA U30, my own social pages. You can get a hold of me, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. I am recording this, and thanks to Sarah for recording the video. She only gets to stay in a hotel for the weekend next to the beach, so I mean that's her pay for that. If you go on my YouTube site, I'm sure we can get something out with the FHSTCA and the FCA with the YouTube link once we get the videos edited. And then that way you can go back and look through the video on your reference to see what we did, how we did the drills, and etc. But guys, if it wasn't for you guys taking your time out of your weekend to come get some education, learn something new, there's presenters for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow morning, guys, if it wasn't for you guys being here, it wouldn't be possible. So guys, I just want to say thank you very much. And John, for coordinating the efforts of everyone here and getting everyone together. This is the second time I've been to the FACA workshop. So thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Yay.